so it takes no, it takes no, boy, you're, that's a nice picture of you.
Like you said, you like to put pictures when you're younger.
Yeah.
But then I also noticed when I just the last couple of days that I can actually put multiple pictures in there, and I can
Really? Yeah.
bring it up on media so you can see over the years how I change. And what I did was put in pictures of my village gate, the entrance gate.
Right.
So let's say, but I didn't put it in under my name. I put it in under my father because it's his village.
Okay.
So grandfather or father. So you figure,
Yeah, that's a nice picture of him too, when
yeah,
he was in the service.
you can see the entrance
Uh-huh.
gate there, and
Yeah.
this is and the entrance gate is about maybe I would say 750 feet
Uh-huh.
on the roadway.
Uh-huh.
So this is what you see on the roadway. This
Uh-huh.
other one, So
Yeah. So a recommendation, rather than to have the file name displayed, if you adjust the title, and then it'll look a lot cleaner.
okay, so I will just go under this spot here.
Yes, the edit.
Edit.
What happened there? Let's go ahead and
Maybe
cancel. I actually, let's go ahead and cancel that. Okay, now let's go ahead and go back and click edit again. No, okay, so that must be an error. So I'll go ahead and report that. Let's go ahead and do cancel.
Oh, so sometimes you see that happen. So
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and report that. And then the programmer will go ahead and fix the coding, because edit is edit. So let's go ahead and click on media, and then click on the file name, star3 Namcheng Village Gate.jpg. Yeah, I'll click on that. Okay, now click on edit on media file. Okay, so go ahead and cancel that, or just go back if you want. Okay, so edit the media file. Yes, yes.
Oh, I see. And this is a
Okay,
title.
yeah, and then you can go ahead and place the title. People like dates too, if you want to go ahead and add that, because I was going through my pictures and it's like, I forgot to write the date. And
Well, I should put the date down, the double
if you want, yeah, and then the media type is photo. Yeah, because the date is, the date is useful, because, and then they'll, if they happen to go by the village, and also a photo, place it under media type, so the line below that. And slide down to photo. There we go.
So this one I can.
No, just go ahead and keep that. That's fine. Okay. So then after you save it, okay, let's go back to your father's profile. Go back again. Okay, so you see,
there it is. Yeah, there
so the JPEG is gone. Now, right. If that's if a lot of your people in your web trees are from the village, then think about placing that village a picture on your front page.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, so and just to for a quick review, just go to family trees, which is the house on the top left. Okay, so this is your home page, and then go to my pages. So on the top right, yes, and then customize this page.
I see.
So then, let me think. So you can add this as a HTML block. So underneath, add more blocks to the following list. The first row, the fourth one over. Right. Just drag that HTML. Just drag that up. So I'll click on the 6 dots, yeah.
Yep.
And so there, yeah, and then you could place it on the very top and then go ahead and click save. So this will let you reorder things. Now, on that top block that's empty, there's a right there. Click on that. Okay, so let me think. All right. You know what? Let's go back to your father's picture in a new tab. Whoops. Okay. That's okay. You know what is that? Right click on the back arrow. No, on the going backward. Yeah, that's going forward. Oh, okay, and then right click there, slide down to your father's media that the Hong Nong Wu. Okay, and then hold Control and press click, and it'll open in a new tab.
Control.
Yeah, hold down the Control and press, and then left click on that media object.
Hold down the Control tab and
Yeah.
left click.
Yes. Hold down the Control tab, and then while you're holding it down, click on that Hong.
Maybe it's Shift Control, right? Shift Control.
Yeah, just the Control button. You're on Windows, is that right, or a Mac? Oh well, okay. Okay, well, you know what is that? Let's open the Nam Chung Village Gate underneath. We can go back to the front page later. Yes, I'll go ahead and go there. And then on the download file, I'll go ahead and click that. So it's underneath the picture, yes. Now, it probably open, where do you want to go ahead and put this file? Let me think. You know what, I'm going to have to go over that a little bit better. So let's do this. So obviously I forgot, because I don't change my front page very often now that I have this set. So let's go back on the family tree house. Okay, and then click that modify that top block.
Modify.
Yeah, so slide down on the first block, yes, and then a little bit higher, and then there's that pencil, and yes. Okay, now let me think. This requires just a little bit of HTML coding, but let me think. There's an icon of a picture. There it is. Okay, it's the middle row, last block, and then right there.
This is the picture, right?
Yes, yeah, that's to go ahead and add a picture. So the URL that you're adding is the URL of the download link. So probably rather than to click on the download link, I will go ahead and right click on it. It'll go ahead and open the link in a new, oh no, not here. Go back to your father again, and go back to your father in a new tab if you can. Okay, now let's do this. Okay, let's click the media tab. Okay, and then click on the name and then right click and open that in a new tab. This way we'll have a couple of tabs. That's right, you're a Windows person. Okay, and let's navigate to that tab. Okay, now on the download a URL, right click on that. And then open it in a new tab. Okay, so let's, we don't have to go ahead and save it. Let's go to that tab that says Untitled. So it's a tab on the right of the Nanxing Village Gate. And it's on the left of the Manage a Family tree. So it's in the very top where all the tabs are located.
This
So
right here?
no, a little higher.
Just one of these two?
No, on the very top. Yeah, so slide up.
Oh,
Higher.
Pull this up.
No, just go higher. So the tab that says Untitled, a little bit higher where all your tabs are. You have a Google. Yes, right there. Let's go.
This one here?
No, the one on the right.
Untitled?
Yes. Okay. So that's the URL that you want to copy. Let's go ahead and copy that URL.
This one right here, right?
Yes.
Right click. Usually they allow me to copy it, but I can't.
Usually, yeah. You know what is that? I think it's waiting for you to go ahead and download and save the file. So on the dialog box that says save, go ahead and click cancel.
This one?
Yes. It closed it. Oh, dang. Okay.
You save it. Want me to go ahead and.
No, this is the wrong tab.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So the other thing is that on the download file, right click on that and then copy link address. So it's the fifth one down. Yes. Okay. Now let's go back to your front page. So you can go anywhere, the family tree page. Okay. And then on the top HTML block. Click the pencil. Yes. Okay, then on that image on the bottom on the middle row, on the last group. Yes, go and click that. Okay, let's paste that URL right there. Okay, now let's see if OK works. Okay. Now let's go ahead and just for shits and giggles, let's click save. So on the very bottom. Okay. I know why that is. Okay, there's a security called mod security, and it keeps that from happening. So I'll go ahead and turn that off. Let me just go ahead and turn that off right now. Because we're almost there. Okay.
Yeah.
So give me just a nanominute. Log into that. So that's good that that nobody can hijack your front page by placing spam. Okay, yeah, you know, when you want to make changes, it's a little of a hassle, but not every one of the beginners can go ahead and
Safety
make,
feature. Yeah, that's good. It's good.
yeah, it's okay, you know. Let me find, here we go. Okay, let me turn it off. Turn it off. It says, "Are you sure?" And then let me log out. Okay. Now that I've done that, let me go back to the now let's go ahead and refresh that page. So next to the house, yes. Or go back.
Continue.
Yeah, let's go back then if it's not refreshing.
Okay, so cancel.
Probably your cache hasn't been cleared, which is fine.
Okay.
Let's go back. Yes. Okay. Okay, so it's still there. Now let's go ahead and click save again and check if that works now. Nah, you know what? It's that anyway, what we'll do is get back, give it a minute to go ahead and a reset.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so I kind of hijacked your, you can cancel out of this. Okay, so I hijacked what you were gonna say. So let's get back to your questions or your other things you were going to recommend.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is there's a couple of things that when I was working on adding people to the tree, I made a few mistakes along the way.
Okay.
And then what I did was I went ahead and deleted it, and somehow it left an empty box here.
Okay.
I have to go to. these are the box that I made mistakes and I deleted it. And somehow the box is still there. So is there a
Okay.
way for me to get rid of these empty boxes?
Yeah, so let's do this, okay? Let's go to Jiabao Cho. Okay, so is the empty box on the right? I don't see that there. Okay, so let's go ahead and okay. So there's a son who Yan Xing Cho. Okay, so who's Yan Xing Cho's mother, or it's unknown?
It's right here.
Oh no, slide down. A slide up. So Yan Xing was born in
Oh, right here.
1821.
This one.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
This is okay.
yeah, let's click him on. So who's his mother?
You know,
Is his mother Chan Shi Chen or Chen Shi?
well, let me go back to the family.
Okay.
I can
All right.
like even for this one here, I had a couple of them.
Right. So let's work on the mother of Yan
This one right here.
Xing Cho. Yeah.
You know, like some of those, the older,
They
they don't put the female's name on it.
Okay. No, that's fine.
And then
So
what happened was, I think I read it from the wrong line and I put one of these names on there, and then I realized, oh, you know what? I put the wife on the husband that didn't have a wife mentioned
Right.
on the job.
right, that happens. Yeah, that's happened. So my first question is just confirming your family tree. Is Yan Xing Cho? Then it's an unknown mother.
Yeah,
Is that
we
right?
don't have we know the
Okay.
father, but we don't, the mother's not listed.
Oh, okay. Whereas Shi Kui, that is probably another wife.
Yeah, that that was one of his wife, and I
Okay.
thought there was multiple wives, and I think when I did this earlier, I thought maybe this was the man's name, but then I realized all the she,
Uh-huh.
the woman's name. So
Uh-huh.
I went back and made the correction, you know.
Okay.
So this Chi is his what is probably Jia Bao's wife.
Okay. All right. So let's do this. Okay. So let's keep this up as a tab because rather than to have you rebuild it. And then on Jia Bao Cho, right click and open him in a new tab.
Okay, so what I should have done, instead of deleting it by going to delete button, I should have gone and opened up a right tab and figure out the number and delete it from there.
Yeah. So let's go up to Jia Bao Cho's tab and let's activate that. All right. Now let me think. That family of the third family, okay, that's correct.
This one right here, right? This
So
is mine.
yeah, so why is that all by himself?
I think it is looking for this missing
right, but
female.
so it implies that he's married to a missing female. So let's do this, okay? Right click on that family and open that family in a new tab. Okay, and let's look at that family. So it's on the right of the yes, right there. Okay, so actually, this family probably doesn't exist because there's no children, there's no wife. You know what is that you can probably delete or remove members of this family. So you can go ahead and click edit, and then the down triangle on the blue edit on the right. A little higher, yeah, a little higher. So it's blue with the white word edit, and then there's a down a triangle. So it's above Bing Kui Cho, his father. Yes, right there. Okay, and let's just click change family members. Okay, so you know what is that there's no one to go ahead and X out. So let's go ahead and cancel that. I was wrong. So I would recommend then just delete this family. So again, the edit on the top right. And then a slide down to delete.
Now, if I delete this one, this whole family, would it delete all the other one, or just this particular one, right?
Yes, yeah. So and the reason how you can tell is that it's the family of Jia Bao Cho with a blank blank. That's the family that you're working on.
Okay. So in other words, I can go ahead and delete it, right?
Yes. Okay, now let's go ahead and go to the left, Jia Bao Cho, his profile. Okay, so you can close that tab. Okay, and then refresh it because we made some changes. No, don't close it. Just refresh. So yes, right there. Okay, so it got rid of him where he's all by himself, which is what you wanted.
Right.
Okay, now let's go ahead and, okay, now let's go to that hourglass chart on the left tab. So a little on the very top. And then a very top. Very top. Okay, and then left, hourglass, okay? And now let's go ahead and refresh that. Okay, now let's look at to see where is Xia. There he is. Okay, so it got rid of one of the boxes.
Right, okay.
Okay, now let's go back to Jia Bao Cho's tab. So it's the other one on the right, yes. Okay, now let's look at the families. Okay, so we have a family with an unknown wife, okay, and that gave birth to Yan Sheng Cho, okay, and that's correct. And then there's a wife that's underneath the very bottom family, and that's the wife that you don't know if there's any let me think. So all that looks pretty good. Okay, so we're looking for the family. Oh, you know what? You know what? Let's go back and look at that hourglass chart again. So it's the, no, actually the tab, rather than go ahead and rebuild it. Yeah. Okay. And let's slide up. Okay. So I don't think that it involves a
I got rid of one.
show.
You're right.
Right.
Got rid of one.
Right, right. I think that empty box involves the wife. There's an unknown. So let's go ahead and open up the wife's profile. Let's go ahead and click on the wife, Sheet Koi, and then right click. Okay, that's fine. Okay.
You want me to open up a new tab on that?
Well, that's okay. Don't worry about that. Okay. So anyway, if you notice that there it is. Okay. So her husband, that's correct. Is Jia Bao Cho, and she's the wife, and that family's correct. But underneath there, Jia Bao Cho is married to an unknown person. So let's go ahead and right click that family, Jia Bao Cho plus blank. No, above, yes. Okay, and let's navigate there. Okay, so it's the same thing, is that yet you know the thing that's correct is that the stepson.
This one here, right?
Yan Xing Cho. Okay, that's
Okay.
correct. Okay.
All right.
So let me think. Let's open up Yang Xing Cho in a new tab also. Okay, let's take a look. So Yang Xing Cho, his father, okay. Yang Xing Cho, this is wife and two sons. Okay. So what let me think. Which one is incorrect? So that's correct, that his father's family. Okay. That looks correct. So let's go back the tab just before that, the dad's tab. So an unknown wife. That's correct. Okay. Okay. Let's go on the tab just before. Okay, this we can close this tab. Okay, and let's look at the hourglass. Okay, this was a new hourglass. So let's go ahead and fill in the criteria that you want. Okay, and let's go to
There's one here, but we'll
yeah,
work on this.
Work on that later. Okay, let's finish this task here. Okay.
Right here.
Right. Why is there a box? Let me think. So that's an unknown mother. Okay. Okay, so in order to try to work on that, let's go back to that family. So yes, right there. Okay, so we have let's go ahead and I would probably go ahead and remove Yan Xing Chao temporarily from this family. So go ahead and on the edit on the right with the down, that's blue color. Yeah, so let's go ahead and change family members. Okay, and then let's go ahead and just on Yan Xing Cho, I will go ahead and click the X. Okay, and then let's save and let's look at this. Okay, so this family, let's go ahead and erase for now. So I will go ahead. So this was a refresh, is that right?
I just tried it, yeah.
Great. Okay, so click on edit, and let's go ahead and delete the family. This will be a temporary thing.
Delete this one right here,
Yes.
under this.
Yes. Okay, and we can probably close this tab because otherwise it will get a very. Okay, now. Oh, where was Yang Xing? Oh, this is him. Okay, this is the son. Let's go ahead and refresh this. Okay, so anyway, that got rid of his father. Okay, now on the family tag, let's slide down. Okay. Okay, what we want to do is add a child to create a one-parent family, because before we accidentally had two parents, but on this one we're all right. So actually, let's okay, let's link this individual to an existing child as an existing family as a child. So it's down about 3 or 4 rows. Okay, so the family would involve what's his father's name? Jia, is that right?
I have to go back to the hourglass.
Yeah, that's why I tend to go ahead and I keep them open. But you know that's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
This is the father.
So Jia Bao, B-A-O. Okay, so let's go back to Yan Xing Chu. The tab, yes. Okay, and let's type Jia. Okay, so it's neither of these families, is that right?
Is it Jia Bao Cho? Is this the one?
Yeah, but you see, this is the family with Shi Kui, and he's not connected with that family. He has so let's do this, okay? Let's go ahead and go back. Let's not keep this open. Okay, let's go back. Okay, now let's open Jia's profile. So you can't open it here because we had disconnected him. So go back to the hourglass chart, and then right click on Jia Bao Cho and open him in a new link. Okay, and let's navigate to him. Okay, so we have, if we look on the right, okay, There's his father, there's one family. Okay, so now let's go on the family tab, again, in between facts and events and sources, underneath his picture on the left. Yeah. No, right. Yes. No,
So
families. Yes. Okay, slide down. Okay. And then let's add a child to create a one parent family. Okay, and you know what? That's okay. You don't have to add anything. Let's slide down and click save. This person we're going to erase eventually. Okay, so there he is. Green because well, you
you don't
see
know
that.
the generic, right?
Yeah, but you see that's um that's connected with the wife, and we don't know if she had any kids.
You know what I could do, Doug? I can go back and start from the son and add the father.
Oh yeah,
Or
but you have to go ahead and then add his kid.
yeah, I'll start over and add his kid, add his son,
Uh-huh.
and then just continue on until I finish. So
Well,
like I said, that probably be the easiest way, right?
well, you know what is that we were going to go ahead and add to Jia Bao Cho
Okay,
a child as a one parent,
that's one pair.
and why it added to the family with Shi Kui, that's incorrect. Okay,
Yeah. Okay.
let's let's go through this one more time. Okay.
Okay.
So slide down under the family tab on the very bottom. Okay, so marriage, family. Okay, let's make sure. Okay, let's do this. Let's add a child to create a one parent family again at the very bottom. Okay, and then just click save. You don't have to add anything else. And okay. There we go. Okay, slide down. Okay, so that's what we want.
Oh, okay, got it then.
Right. So you know what is that this family, yeah, somehow it gave a hiccup. Okay. So the on the family was Shikui.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go ahead and right click on that and open that family and then slide up to that family. Okay, now let's go ahead and get rid of Cho out of this family. So click on edit on the right. And then change family members. And then a blank Cho, let's I'll cross out. So there's an X on the right. Yeah, and then click save. Okay, now let's click refresh. Okay, and then let's go back up to Jiao Bao Cho. And let's click refresh and let's see if that's correct. Okay, so far that's correct. Now let's do this. Okay, let's go to the family of Jiao Bao Cho plus blank, and that has the green Cho.
No, not this one, huh?
Actually, yeah. let's go back to the previous tab. Actually, the one on the left. Okay, slide down to the very bottom family on the right, and then right click, and then open in a new tab. Okay, let's go to that family. Okay, and then I'll go ahead and click edit. And then let's change family members. Okay, so another child, let's add Yan Xing. So underneath Cho, and type Yan Xing. I think there he is, yeah. Okay, and let's click save. Okay, so now let's I'll look at the hourglass. And let's refresh it. So now there's that blank under
Chi.
yeah. So let me think. Let's go ahead and look at the profile of Jiabao Cho. Actually, it's the one on the right. Yeah. Let's not erase the hourglass, because and then you have to rebuild it. So yes, right there. Now go ahead and click a refresh. So that's correct there.
Okay.
Okay. So now, yeah, there's a blank under Chi. So let's go to Chi's tab, which is the second tab. So no, at the very top, where all your tabs are. The second one from the left. Yeah, let's click that. Okay, so that's correct. That's correct. Oh yeah, let's click refresh just to be sure. Okay, so that's correct. You know what? Let's go back on the hourglass tab and let's rebuild it. So did we refresh it or rebuild it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's still here, right here.
Yeah. You know what is that let's go through the process. You know what is that, slide on up. Let's and on the individual type in Jiabao Cho rather than Bing Koi Cho. No. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so just click where Bing Koi Cho is. Type Jiabao Cho. Okay, choose him, and then rather than make it 6, you could just go ahead and make it 3. Yeah, because otherwise you have to scroll around, and then let's click view. Yeah, so it's still there. Let me think. At least we're partway there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, Doug, this is not a pressing issue. It's just something that I thought was a simple matter.
No. When you these are never as simple because of all the connections. Okay, one last thing. Okay, one last thing
Okay.
is that let's go to the tab just before SheQ. Okay, let's click on edit and then edit the raw jet count. Okay, we're gonna go nuclear now.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now let's slide down. Okay, so so family as a spouse. Okay, that is that's correct.
Okay.
Okay, is there any other family where she is noted as a spouse? There isn't. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and cancel. Now let's go over 2 tabs on the right. Jia Bao Cho.
This one?
No, on the tab bar on the very top. Yeah, right there. Okay, let's go ahead and edit the raw jetcom. Okay, so he should have 3 families. Okay, so a family as a spouse 1, family as a spouse 2, family as a spouse 3, and that family as a spouse, the X1640, that is the family that has Yan Sheng Chu. Okay, so that's correct that there are 3 families. Okay, all right. I know how to change it later on. Okay, so let's go ahead. Yeah. Let's go ahead and cancel that. Okay, so I mean, everything is correct. It is at the display.
Okay.
And there may be a cache issue. So
Okay.
the next day after the cache is all cleaned out again, you can, or after you log off and log back in.
Okay.
Did you want to look at to see if we can add the picture?
You know what? I have another question that probably a little more pressing.
That's fine. I'm all ears.
Okay, let me go. This is the other issue.
Okay.
And you know, because everything is tied up to all the links, I'm afraid to delete one of these 2, but I think they probably had the same number, you know. So let's look at this one first. Okay, the top one.
Okay. Yes, let's go ahead and write. Yes. So the cross-reference number is X161.
Yeah, right. The first one, 161. Okay.
Okay, okay, and then let's go back and open the second one. So that's good that you knew to. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
It's the same number, right?
So the problem is that there are probably two different families. So let's do this, okay? You know what? It might be easier if we open up the husband. The husband is Chung Chi Cho. Is that
Yes, right.
okay? Let's go ahead and click on him and open his profile. So let's see, are there two families with Chi Yin? There's one.
This
Chi
one.
Yin, okay. What about above that? Chi
Yeah,
Yin is
right.
there. Okay,
This is the one. Yeah,
that's
this
an
is the one.
important one, right?
Yeah, right.
Right, but you see, on this one, this family, we can erase. So just go ahead and right click on that and open that, because you know why? If you were to erase this family, all the people underneath won't be gone.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
Yeah, no, you know what to do is that let's go ahead and before we make these major changes, okay, let's go on a new tab, open up My Pages control panel.
Yeah, I saved it last night
Okay,
on the control panel.
yeah, let's go ahead and save it again.
Export, right?
Yeah, export. So on the left, under file name, let's do this, okay? You can either download it or keep it on the server when you download it, and then it just fills up your computer. So now after the word one under file name, I just put dash
The date, right? Today's date.
yeah, the date, and a lot of times I put the date and the time, because you know I'm making changes, and then so it probably needs no spaces. Yeah, I probably wouldn't put the colon because or you could use military time 0959 if you want. And again, I probably would not have any spaces. So you can use dash.
Oh, dash.
Yeah, you can use dash if you want. It makes it easier to read.
Oh, maybe I put it there.
And then between tree and 220, yeah, I go ahead and either put a dash or just get rid of that space. Okay, and then click save.
This is going to be with the server, right? Going to the server.
Yeah.
Now, is my server Google or?
No, your server is the Namecheap that
Raspberry? Is it Raspberry? Not Raspberry.
No. So you know what to do is that if you want, let's see, let's go up to control panel. So it's blue, it's there we go. Yes, yeah, so oops, let's go back to the control panel. Okay, so on the first bar in the middle, clean up the data folder.
This one?
From that, yes. So if you notice, those are all the family trees that were saved, and you know that back in June, you had June 5th, you had saved one. So if you want to save space, you could just erase that because you won't need that. You've gone far enough away. Okay. Okay. There's the Wu family tree that was looks like it was done in August.
Yeah, it was yesterday. I think I
Okay,
saved.
okay. Yeah, you see, when you have the slash, it kind of messes it up
I
because
see.
it is looking. So that's why you can erase that because you have a newer one.
Right.
And then there's one 05 dash
Okay.
or slash. I'm not sure how that is.
Yeah, that's in May.
Okay. Okay. So you will need that. So this and then you can go back out of it. So this will clean up extra space if you need, or clean up your data folder.
I see.
Okay, now it's all cleaned up. Okay, now we can make changes and not worry about screwing everything up.
So if I want to go back and see that what I saved, how I would just go back onto this family tree. Is that what I do? And see what I saved. In other words, I cleaned it up, but I also saved it as of today, a few minutes ago.
Okay.
So if I want to go back and see what, let's say I erased something before, now I want to go back to see what I saved and what I did eliminate it.
Without overriding your current tree.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so let me go ahead and show you. Okay.
Okay.
Let's go on create a family tree. So underneath family trees one right there. Okay, and rather than have it be my family tree, this is a temporary family tree.
Right.
Okay, so let's go ahead and change the name, the title. Or do not use, or I will erase it in September, or whatever note that you want.
So what should I say?
Oh,
Temporary?
yeah.
Temporary?
Yeah. Temporary, just for fun, or whatever, or please erase by September.
Oh, okay. I just leave it as temporary one.
That's fine. That's
Okay.
fine. And then click create. Okay, now, okay, so the active tree is tree2 dash temporary one. Let's go to the JEDCOM file on the far right and import.
I see.
Okay, now the file that is going to be on your server. So go ahead and click the radio button, a file on the server. And then underneath the data folder, okay, on the right. Yes, okay, click the down arrow. And yeah, that's the one that we just saved.
Okay,
and
right.
then click continue. Okay, so this will add this tree. It won't mess with your first tree. And then now you can go ahead and navigate and look at it.
Just by hitting this?
You know what is that? Let's go to my page on the top right. Yes. Okay. Now let's go ahead and click family trees, the house. Okay, and slide down to temporary one. Okay, so since all the pictures are on your server, it'll also show the pictures. Okay.
Okay.
And then you can navigate on this.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, like I'm helping people, they want to import their ancestry.com JEDCOM. I'll add it to I have a Raspberry Pi server that I use it to pretend it to practice. So I'll go ahead and practice, and so I have all their family trees on there, and I make sure I do it right.
Okay, so now I want to go back to outside temporarily, go back to my original.
Okay, so yes, I'll click on the house.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
yeah, so that's your default tree
Okay,
anyway.
okay, got it.
Okay, so that's a way to go ahead and pull in more trees and kind of look at them and then make sure that is good or it's right. And then later on, if a family member has a jet comp,
Okay,
we can import it and then decide if you want to merge it or not.
I see.
Okay,
So,
what were we doing? I forgot.
oh, let me see. The hourglass. Let's see. Did we? Yeah. Okay. That's we're good with that. I'm good with that. Okay.
Okay.
So let me see. Now let's go back and see what we did.
Yeah, we had the one that had two families. Okay, so let's look at this two families. Okay, there's one family. Okay, then this is the a family that has no kids but the right wife.
This one right here, right?
Yeah, so let's right click on the family. And I would just go ahead and erase this family. Now, it won't erase the person, but it will erase the this connection. So go ahead and click edit, delete.
Delete, right? Okay,
Yes.
huh?
Yes. Okay. Now let's go back to the man's profile and click refresh. So it didn't disconnect all the kids,
Right. Still.
but
Yeah.
it disconnected that extra wife.
Okay. Let's see.
That looks
Yeah.
good.
Okay. This I can live with.
Okay.
That's
All right.
fine. Okay.
I have a feeling that after the cache gets removed or after the cache gets cleared,
Uh-huh.
it'll be gone.
So my other question is, now I know this, which is my grandmother.
Okay.
She's not the number one wife. She is either a number two or number, it's probably like she's a number third wife, you know?
Okay.
So I know how to do it in order, but I think with this, I think I saw a glimpse of it that we have to go to the you know, the original file,
Okay.
GemCon. Is that how you do
Yes.
the reverse the order?
You know what is that? Let's click on the husband again, or refresh the husband's. You know what it is that it gets confusing. Let's just right click on Chung Chi Cho, and let's go to that tab. Okay, let's click on families.
Edit on edit.
No, actually, on the tab between facts and events and sources. Just underneath your grandfather's profile. Yes.
Families.
Yes. Yes. Now let's slide down, and then is there a thing that says reorder marriage?
I see reorder kids.
Kids, right? Right. Let's go down a little further. After the last marriage.
Reorder
Yeah, there
families.
it is. Right.
Oh, I see.
And then you can kind of grab it or go up or down or things like that.
Okay.
You don't have to actually go.
That's it. I think that's the right order.
Okay. Of course, you can always change it later.
Yeah. Now I know where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Okay, one last question. Okay,
Sure.
and this doesn't have to do with genealogy. It has to do with one of the projects I'm working on
Hmm.
with the Yosemite National Park,
Hmm.
and we're trying to find out more information on this Chinese cook, which is Tai Sing.
Right. He has that peak named after
That's
him.
correct. Now,
People every year there's a journey. Hike.
pilgrimage. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Had you participated in that pilgrimage?
No, and the reason why is that it's usually in August. So
No, but
August,
they had it 2 weeks ago.
I know, yeah, and because I live in Modesto, I'm just down the road from it, a couple of hours, so it's easy. So maybe I'll do it when it's cooler and in June or
I
May.
see your point. I see it because it's like it's not a 1 day hike. It's like
Right,
a couple day hike, and I think
right.
they draw it out to 3 days.
Uh-huh.
Because for the safety of the people that do the climb.
Right. You don't want people dying on the way up.
Yeah, that's a legal that becomes a legal issue then.
Right. Well, it's
Okay,
also a safety issue, but it's
right.
also common sense too, because most of the people are from cities.
Yeah, the city and some maybe half of them are seniors.
Uh-huh.
My question is, I'm trying to find out more about Tai Sing, where he's from, his family, what village, even his name. We don't know if Tai Sing or his Chinese character name Lim is the correct one. So I was wondering if you have any information where I can go to do the search other than going to NARA. I think NARA would be my other search, but I think because I'm a non-relative, I don't think I would have access to his file.
Right. So let me go ahead and ask around here in Northern California,
Okay.
because Jeannie and Gail Chong and Jeannie Young and Bruce Chin. Bruce was on the last pilgrimage.
Yeah, I was there. I went there.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, and then I knew of Jeannie by Zoom, but
Yeah.
actually I personally met her there also a couple of weeks ago. So,
Uh-huh.
I don't know if they would have any other more information than what we got out from Yin Yin, the park ranger.
Right. Uh-huh.
So I think my other source
Oh,
would
she's still
be,
there, huh?
yeah, Yin Yin's still there. She led the group
Uh-huh.
again up to Sing Peak,
Uh-huh.
and it's not let's say a easy climb or
No, right.
a clear cut path to the top because
Uh-huh.
it's unmarked. Yeah, I don't think it's people. It's not like climbing Half Dome that
Right.
you can
Uh-huh.
follow the track.
Right. Uh-huh.
So
Okay. So let me ask more, okay? The important, it would be nice if there's a grave site, but most likely what was his age, or when was he alive?
well, you know what? He was alive. He died. I think he died in 1918 by accident in an
Okay.
accident,
Okay.
and then he was buried, but he was buried there, but wasn't sure if his bones were uh, dug up and sent back to his village. But nobody
Right.
knows of his village. They don't. They know that he had a wife in Hong Kong and two children, two sons,
Uh-huh.
but they never came to America.
Uh-huh.
And so,
Right, 1918, they probably wouldn't have been asked to come over because, that was very common. So the thing is that his gravestone is probably gone now,
yeah,
The other thing is that the sites where most of the remains are brought back to Hong Kong before repatriation to his village. We had a talk, and she gave us that reference where, you know, how the British had really good records.
Uh-huh.
And so that may be a source, but of course, you need his name in Chinese characters.
You know, I have his name in Chinese
Oh,
character.
great. Okay, that helps. Okay.
And then he was born in, well, they stay in Virginia City, Nevada, because he's probably a paper son, you know. He was
Uh-huh.
born in 1865,
Uh-huh.
September 1st, 1865, and he died
1918.
August 1918.
Okay.
So we
Okay.
know that much. I do have his name is Lin Wei Dong,
Uh-huh.
and his Chinese character. You like, I can send it to you, you know?
You know what is that probably not, but let me go ahead and give you the link of the talk where they talked about repatriation of the bones, and that may give you the possibility of contacting the place in Hong Kong where most of the bones were stored,
Uh-huh.
and a lot of the records.
Oh, okay.
Because of course it would be really helpful to get his gravesite, but again, at around that time, 1918, the common practice, as you know, is that they would have been dug up in about 3 to 5 years and
I see.
brought back to the mainland. But
Yeah.
I'm going to give you the link, and then I think her name is Kelly Sumners. So she's a genealogist who also specializes in Chinese genealogy, and I think there's a contact on
Okay.
that may help you.
Okay. I know I see your because I tap into the CE genealogy,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
that group, and I I I I've been in every now and then. I'll tap into it for the last maybe 4 years,
Uh-huh.
and I see your logo, but I didn't connect you with that logo until a couple of weeks ago because you had
Uh-huh.
that special logo, right?
That avatar. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was, yeah,
The happy face.
yeah. And then I also asked a few questions over the years, and one one gentleman always had an answer, and I keep reading his answer to other questions. I think his name is Jason.
Oh, Jason Wu.
Jason Wu, right? And
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
a
He's
young
literate.
guy, and he's very knowledgeable. I
Very.
noticed that he can pinpoint certain village, and not only village, but also uh, job pool or any activity that happened in that particular village over the years. So
Yeah.
good source. So I thought maybe uh, I can maybe after I get all my information before I pose that question, you know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So because he's literate in Chinese, so
Uh-huh.
then he can dig through the Chinese sources also, and dig through the Chinese internet.
I see.
Him and Greg Kim.
Yeah.
He's also literate in Chinese, and so they can dig up a lot of Chinese sources.
You
Uh,
know, other than contacting them to see you, do they have also another email that I can contact him outside of the CU genealogy?
yeah, so I think I have their email addresses.
Okay.
Um, and like a lot of times they'll post their personal email addresses on their contact. So
Yeah.
so
I think
uh,
I think that Greg, I think you mentioned, I see his logo
LA Chinatown. Is that the same guy?
Oh, no, that guy, his name is Peter.
Oh, that's
And,
Peter. I
and,
see.
and he lives in Los Angeles.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
obviously, LA Chinatown, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's where I pick up a little information here and there,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
there could,
Peter is fluent, though he's not as literate. And doesn't surf. He's a little older. I met him once when I was in Los Angeles,
okay.
and he doesn't keep up with the Chinese-based genealogy.
Yeah.
Whereas Greg and Jason do, and they're very, very good resources.
I see. The only reason why I don't go directly to see you is that I've been told that by certain people that I need to kind of keep it under a little bit undercover because there are a lot of offspring, or not a lot of offspring, but pseudo offspring that might want to make claims to Tai Sing. So grandkids. So I've been told that if I do this research, I should at least keep it a little bit under profile,
Okay, so I probably wouldn't worry that much about that, and especially if it turns out that they truly are an offspring, then there might be some family information you can get. Generally, the people who troll for the money,
Okay.
it's not that much of a worry. I've been on that. If you look at my profile, I have over 1,000 responses, and I leave my email address out there, and I don't get any spam.
Oh, okay. So you don't have to worry about that.
No, it's not an issue.
Okay.
In my opinion, of course, after I told you that, maybe you'll get fish and spam. Who knows what the Zelle thing? I doubt it.
Okay.
Most of the people that log in are truly interested in genealogy.
Okay, that sounds good. Okay, I think that's the question I had. And then going back to our August 23rd, I guess Evelyn kind of threw me in there with you.
I saw that.
I felt like, wow, you know what, being on the same platform as Doug, I said, oh, I'm going to be overwhelmed. I don't know.
No. You know what? Because you provide a true user base, whereas I know how to go right and left and right and things like that. And still when I do things, I make mistakes, as you saw. So again, that's good. Misery loves company.
Okay. And then I did look at the our website. It looked like we added a few more people.
Yeah, not very many. Of course, right now is a vacation time, so people have family over. So probably when school starts and families don't travel as much, then people will go ahead and get more interested. But you know what is that I'm almost maxed out in terms of the number of people I can host. So I would have to go ahead and petition the board to increase the capacity. But still, it's kind of a quiet time. A lot of people will go ahead and respond. That I have family now, and I can't work on it. And that's one thing about genealogy, is never an emergency.
Great. I noticed that our list on the Chinese family, it's now up to 20. And then I look at some of the individual. Before, I would see like Suzanne would have nobody on her tree. Now she's up to 4 or 5, and same thing with Michelle, and then Kitty and Helen. Before, she only had like 1 or 2. Now she's up to like 14. So I see
Right.
people are kind of tapping into it and working on their tree. So my thinking is that I was wondering what kind of question you think we would anticipate on the 23rd.
So if you look at your email,
Yeah, I
I
saw
can
the list.
recall.
I saw your list.
Yeah, I've actually asked, what do you want me to go ahead and discuss?
Okay.
And then this way, those with the most votes, I'll
Okay.
go ahead and do first, and then what I do is that I'll contact the other people individually and give a one-on-one tutorial,
Okay.
and then I'll be uploading the link to YouTube to you on this particular session.
Okay. So my thing, what would you like for me to cover?
Oh, your tricks
Okay.
was very useful.
Okay. I think if anything else, what are the level of you think the people that would be coming on the 23rd, what kind of level you think they would be at?
So I have a couple, 3 newbies that aren't computer comfortable. And and then a lot of, most of the other people are pretty comfortable. So I expect it's going to be a level lower than what you are.
Okay.
So you'll be able to go ahead and wow them with your experience.
I think,
Guaranteed.
okay. I think if that's the case, I think what I would do is kind of formulate what I would do at the beginning stage. Take one family, and before I start inputting individual information on that particular family, on that tree, I would start with maybe a photograph of a family. And then from there, I would maybe open up a page for a photograph, maybe open up a page for Chinese character. And this way I will have some type of a source that I can tap into while I'm working on one individual.
Right, right.
Okay. And then build from that main individual to maybe a son and or a father. And and that way they can see maybe 2 generation or 3
Uh-huh.
generation,
Uh-huh.
uh,
Okay, that sounds good.
something very simple, not too much,
Uh-huh. Okay.
so other than that, I think I'll just build. I think Evelyn gave me an idea. Use somebody like Bruce Lee,
Uh-huh.
and then there's a lot of information out. And what I'll do is I'll take him as a primary example, and then work on his father and his son, and maybe a wife, and then from that point on, they get an idea how to start with one individual and pull in the information on one individual before you go on to the next one.
Uh-huh. So, I'm pretty sure Bruce Lee's genealogy has been worked out. So you can probably build a new tree that's just Bruce Lee.
Yeah,
And then this way you don't have to go ahead and mess with your tree.
yeah. I think Evelyn showed me how to add a new person
Right.
onto a
Uh-huh.
tree
Uh-huh.
that is separate from my tree,
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
maybe I'll just go ahead and do that.
Okay. Okay,
So
that sounds good.
okay, so do you have any other question for me?
I have no questions. Have a good time in Vegas. I'll give you the link
Okay.
of Kelly's a thing on bone repatriation,
Okay,
and
right.
and then you'll get a link on the YouTube on this talk.
Okay, also the question that can be generated from the question you put out for the August 23rd,
Yeah,
some of they'll just check off the boxes,
yeah.
can you send me, like a few days before
Okay,
what the feedback was so I can see what some of the people questions?
okay. So I'll go ahead and put you as a collaborator. This way
Oh,
you can go ahead and view it at your convenience.
okay, that sounds good.
Okay,
Thank you very much. I think I've taken more than enough of your time, so
that's fine.
okay,
That's fine. Okay,
we'll go from there. Thank you again, okay?
okay. Have a good time in Vegas.
It's gonna be hot.
It's yeah, but still, you'll be inside on the crap table, I'm sure.
Wow, yeah, my wife is more of a gambler than I am.
Uh-huh.
I go there because when she runs out of money, she has a source to run to besides going to
Okay.
the kind. Thank you again.
But yeah, but the nice thing about Vegas is that it's fun.
Yeah, it is.
It's lively.
good.
Yeah.
And we're going with family. My son's
Oh,
going with the kids. So actually, my son is the one that invited us because he's got ticket to Bruno Mars,
oh,
and
okay.
then he needs somebody to babysit the grandkids
Oh,
while
okay.
he goes there. So anyway, I think it'll be good.
That's good. Okay.
Okay,
All right. Any time with family is good.
you're right. You're right. Oh, by the way, I noticed from your video, your wife is a deer, right?
Yes, uh-huh. Yes.
And I saw that, and then my wife is also a deer.
Oh, okay. Okay. Which part of China is her
She's from Huiping.
Huiping? Okay.
If you look, I don't know. Let me see. I still have my. Let me see. Hang on for a second. This is her father,
Uh-huh. Ah,
and you
that's
see, this is the. I thought I
oh,
had a Chinese character. This is the village in Huiping,
uh-huh.
and I didn't get a chance. I don't think I did. I add. Oh yeah, this is the village gate.
Oh, okay.
So, and it's the deer, just the same character as your wife.
Right.
But
Uh-huh.
where is your wife from, actually?
So her father's family is from Guangzhou.
From the city of Guangzhou?
Well, yeah, actually, my wife just corrected me. It's a district called Punyan.
Okay, it's just south of
Yes,
Guangzhou, yeah,
yeah, yeah,
just
where
south
the
of,
airport is, I think.
yeah, it is. Okay, yeah. We have one of our member from that particular municipality,
Uh-huh.
and most of our member, I think, you know, I think one of my hobby is to find a village of our members,
Uh-huh.
and I think I got 27 members from Toisan, uh, 20, 21 or so from Huiping,
Uh-huh.
15 or 16 are from Joseon, and then just a few other are outside of those three main city or municipality.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Then also, I see your major was in medical field, right?
Yes, uh-huh.
You're a pharmacist or what?
No, I used to be an ER doctor.
ER doctor?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I work for Kaiser, but I work in the laboratory, so I'm
Oh,
familiar with some of the medical field.
uh-huh.
I worked actually, I did work with a few doctors in the ER,
Uh-huh.
and because we had to visit them. And not only that, I saw one doctor that worked in ER. He was a tennis player, so I
Uh-huh.
was able to. I saw him once or twice on a tennis court.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So what did you do in the lab?
The lab, we do all type of analysis
Uh-huh.
on blood specimens, spinal fluid,
Uh-huh.
urine, any type of blood testing,
Uh-huh.
chemistry,
Were you,
pathology.
so you weren't in a microbiology, were you?
Microbiology lab,
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
under Kaiser.
Yeah, Bruce Chin was also in a medical lab, and I think he was in a microbiology.
In
Bruce,
that,
who had gone on the hike. Um, Have you seen the show called The Dropout about Elizabeth Holmes?
No, I have not.
I
Drop
think
out.
you would like that because, even though I had a little problem because, Elizabeth Holmes is pretty tall and the person that they casted wasn't that tall. But then if you get past that part, how they scammed the medical system was really interesting, and especially if you worked in a medical lab, you
Uh-huh.
would go ahead and have a greater insight. So if you're just kind of cruising around looking for something to stream, think about the Elizabeth Holmes show called The Dropout.
Is that HOLMES for
Yeah,
Holmes?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. She's the one who had owned Theranos,
Oh
and
yeah, that's the one she's being sued, right?
well, she lost her suit,
Oh
so
well,
she's
yeah,
going to be sentenced, and then her boyfriend lost his suit
yeah, I
or his
remember.
trial.
Yeah, I remember she's the one that came up with, we could do like 100 tests on maybe one
On a drop of blood.
ml, one drop of
Right.
blood. Yeah. Oh, now I remember. And she made millions of dollars.
Well, yeah, but it went nowhere because everyone pulled out.
I understand. I understand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you like the show. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
In my opinion, as
Yeah.
a medical lab person.
Yeah. There's so many books on my list, especially books with the Chinese historical uh, information that I got about 6 or 7 books that I haven't even touched and down the list. I'm so busy doing other things and also with family. So maybe one day, I can go through some of those books.
Okay. This is a show though.
I
It's a
see.
video. So
Oh,
you know
okay.
what is that if you're interested in Chinese history, and most family historians are, let me add a module to your genealogy web trees, okay?
Okay.
And,
Okay.
and then the module that right now on your on this person Shanglin Zheng, okay, there will be like a little check mark right next to the show all media, and it'll have the historic events that occurred during his lifetime. So like World War II, the collapse of the Qin dynasty, the Opium Wars and things like
Okay.
that, and you can go ahead and toggle that on or off.
So where would I find that?
So it will be, if you look, actually go ahead and click events and facts on this current profile on the far left.
Far left.
Underneath his picture.
Oh, I see here.
Yeah, click that. And then there, next to the events of close a relative. If you notice that that's checked. And
Okay.
if you uncheck it, it won't be as busy. But so then the thing is that there will be a check mark next to that's historical events, and I'll go ahead and add that. So next time you
Oh,
watch
I
it-
see. Historical event will be after interactive tree right there.
No, it'll be on the same a bar as events of close relative.
Okay, and it'll be under one of these here. Add a
So
fact or
yes,
another
so when
category.
you click on that, then it'll look at the date that this man was born and his marriage date, if there is a date, and then it will go ahead and indicate, so he was born, I don't know when, during World War to, he was 20 years old during World War II.
I see.
And things like that. So,
Okay.
and the good thing is that you can go ahead and turn it on and off.
I see. Okay.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and add that on your thing.
Okay, that'll be fine.
Okay,
Okay, Doug, thank you very much.
okay, have a good
if-
time. Stay cool in Vegas.
Okay, thanks again. We'll
Bye.
talk to you later, okay?
Sure.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.